What does it mean to have a promotion that, like Ashe, that prioritizes the Black experience and the representation of Black wrestlers to say, hey, look, you're going to be the first ever men's champ?
It's a day I've been looking to for so many years, for so long. Black wrestling, the community at large, there's so much talent, there's so much potential, and that word can be a word you love or don't love. There's so much that can be built. There's so much that we can do. It makes me think of Black Wall Street, and all the potential, the commerce, that there was, where we had our own business, our own industry. And you can have your pockets, whether big or small, in professional wrestling, because if there's one thing that we've been taught is you can have your cake in professional wrestling, right? We can have all different flavors of ice cream. And with Ashe, we're getting to spotlight, the culture, the Black culture, in terms of music, in terms of entertainment. It's more than just wrestling. It's an entire, and as huge as wrestling is, it's about our people, it's about an experience, and it's about representing so many different types of Black people in different ways. We're not typecasted. We don't have to be put in a particular box, right? I'm somebody that, if you're trying to put me in a box, you may get very frustrated, because it's very hard to pinpoint me as one particular thing. You can assume something of me, but what I truly am and what I'm presenting may be bigger than what you can grasp, because it doesn't just fit in that box, right? So that's what a lot of Ashe is about, is showing you different types of people amongst the culture, different things that we can do in the ring, outside of the ring, the events that we host and that are being sponsored. And it's all about bringing more people into it. It's all about bringing more into the cause. And in terms of, and what is that cause? It's about showing that there's such a wide pool of talent. We talk about the independent wrestling and how big that is, right? But just amongst Black wrestlers alone, man, woman, all the talent, everywhere that we have traveled and we have been, championships that have been won on TV, off TV, while still on TV. There's so many different versions and variations, and we're not all getting to be seen. We're not all getting to be spotlighted. So here's a platform for us to be able to step forward and bring the best versions of ourselves in front of an audience that is looking for exactly that, right? So there's no excuses. There's nothing to fall back on. Go out there, get it done, because people want to see you for that particular reason. Right. So Ashe, to me, in the culture, has needed someone to kind of step up and take a leadership position. And that's what I pride myself in doing. That's what this championship means to me. It's not just a title run. It's not just defend the title anywhere and get another defense. Have as many defenses as you can. Hold it as long as you can. It's about the message. And that message is, I am the best of our people. I see myself as the number one, the premier Black professional wrestler on the independent scene today. Any Black wrestler without a contract, the number one person is me. That's how I feel, and that's how I've performed. That's what the work that I've put in, and that's what this championship is meant to reflect. That's why I took it with me to Indiana, Royal Rumble Day, and then I took it with me to Las Vegas, WrestleMania week. Wrestling both times. The biggest days of commerce in professional wrestling. And I was there with this championship around my waist. And that's reflecting the culture, reflecting how far we've come. We're not, there's not just one person to show, one Black wrestler to show, one Black top talent to show. Now, we're competing with others amongst each other for that top spot. But that diversity and that ability that we possess, right? There's different cultures, different ethnicities that spotlight different things. Yeah. And for the Black community, there's so much passion, because a lot of us have been watching it for so long, for so long. And in different aspects of life, Black teachers, professors, football players, coaches, whatever the case may be, mechanics, all walks of life What brings us together is this professional wrestling. So present the best version of yourself and be something different. That's what the leader of the culture is about. Is about bringing us together and saying, hey, look, here's someone that we can all look up to unanimously. I'm not asking you to like me. I don't care if you like me, but you can look at me and say, that's a model citizen, that's a model member of the culture, that's what we should, whether it's the professionalism, whether it's the education, whether it's the commitment to the craft, whether it's the passion, whether it's the accolades, find whatever reason you'd like, but you can look at me and say, I can see why that person would be on a poster. I can see why that person is looked to as the face of our people. It's all about how far you want to go and how much you want to achieve. This to me is a precipice. To say that I could be the number one wrestler of the culture, to have any type of argument towards that, because whether people like it or not, I have a very valid argument towards that. So it's all about what you do to put yourself in a position to be seen and to be understood. And that's what this is about.
And